Contestants, this way. This way. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I see you come with a raft.
Yes,
Sir.
Ah, that means you are ready for the challenge for today.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Throughout this quest for the Horn of Valor, fire and water has been two of your constant companions. You know, you've been struggling with fire since the first time you moved into the jungle. And of course, water was present, you know, both as during tasks and as rain. Sometimes fire and water may be friends. At other times, they become enemies. The test today is to find your ability to see when friends can be enemies and vice versa. The test today will test just that. And this is how it's going to work. To my right here, you see fire burning on a fire stick. Do you all see that?
Yes, sir.
I want one of you to step forward and take the fire stick and put it on your raft. One person step forward quickly. Elvis. Put it on your raft. Good. Make sure it's well balanced on your raft, because having put it there, this fire stick is not expected to leave your raft until you get to the final destination where you'll find me again. So I suggest that as you start this quest, you appoint two people to make sure that this fire stick doesn't fall from your raft. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You can do that before you move, but then before you do that, there's a riddle in this calabash to be solved. You will solve that as a group. Tell me the answer before you move on to the next phase. Now, when you move down the stream, keep your eyes open, because there are clues and things to be found. I'll give you one example. Somewhere along the line, you will find calabashes, about 5 of them. You complain about hunger and starvation in the jungle. We have food in those calabashes. So if you leave them and pass, you will starve, and there will be no mercy. But if you have sense enough to collect these calabashes, you will have plenty of food in them. And then keep walking. And make sure your fire doesn't quench. And keep your eyes open for clues, because you will find another one which will lead you to the final destination where you will find me. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You must come with your fire stick and the fire burning to the final destination. If the fire is out, then you can't finish the task. So whatever you do, make sure that you protect this fire and make sure it gets there with you. Now, Melvin,
Sir.
step forward and pick up the riddle inside. It's a group thing. Read it aloud, solve it, and let's move on.
We are unidentical twins. My first brings death, but joy to the hunter. A woman's adornment cannot be complete without my twin sister. What are we?
Once again, it's time to test their mental capability. Let's see how fast it takes them to get the right answer. Yes!
Sir, they are fire and water.
Think again. Look at the riddle again. Think again. Fire and water, it wouldn't be that cheap, because I told you fire and water had been present since you came into the jungle.
But food does not bring taste.
You can also talk aloud so I can hear your suggestions that you're making to yourselves. I mean, you don't have to be conspiratorial about it.
Listen, at first, the fire, you said brings death. Then reason the other way, it brings joy to the hunter, in the sense that...
Let me direct you. Just because I started out by saying that fire and water have been present since you came into the jungle doesn't mean you have to think along that direction. You have found clues, you have found things that are related to the hunter and his profession. Think along that line.
I feel it's one word because
It's one
of
word,
these
then
twins.
except
But
my
they are
first.
different. You know, like sugar cane
Exactly.
sugar and cane.
Yeah, but the first one is one that brings death. This second part of this. Wait.
Woman
It's
and
gunpowder.
sister.
Maybe gunpowder.
Powder.
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
You're not looking so sure, man.
Gunpowder.
All right, so you all agree it's gunpowder.
Yes, sir.
So why do you think it's gunpowder?
For the first part, because we are sure that it was 2 words, the first and the second word.
Okay.
Now the first part of the word, they said it brings death, but it brings joy to the hunter. Now a gun brings death definitely.
Yeah. To who?
To anybody.
It could be animals.
Any living thing.
Animals.
Okay.
Yeah, and it also brings joy to the hunter because it fetches food for him. Yeah, that's the first part.
Then as for the second part, every woman makeup, so the adornment is the major clue inside, and hair, and there's so without the powder, it's not complete. It's not possible. As that's the foundation for makeup. So,
I see. I see. That's a nice one. Well, congratulations. That's the right answer. Gunpowder. You clap now, but I'm sure by the time you get to the other side where you'll see me, I'm not sure you'll be clapping and smiling. Chisom, let me have your totem. All right, go back. And so with your raft and all the content on top, you move in between these drums to your quest in water. Go.